Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with a new Forbidden Unlimited List reaction for Master Duel. It's we just got the OCG list. I just did a reaction to that, and now the Master Duel list comes out. I don't know exactly what I'm expecting of this. Probably some hits to Fire King, I would imagine. Snake Eye seems to be in a fairly decent place, but with the addition of Fire King immediately after Snake Eye was put in a fairly decent place, it put it back up. So you're either going to have to hit Snake Eye in such a way where it can never be this powerful ever again, like hitting Promethean Princess or Flamberge or both, or you're going to have to hit the Fire King stuff pretty heavily. But that just came out, so you can't hit it like that. So I don't know. Other things, you know, I would love to see a Max C hit, of course, as always. That would make this game a lot more fun, but I doubt it. Especially since the Molt Charmy, since we now know its name, it's Molt Charmy. And that, since we know that the Molt Charmy stuff isn't going to be here for a while, unlike in OCG where they just got it. And I think they're waiting to see the results of that because OCG moves a little bit slower than everyone else as far as that kind of stuff goes. So I guess let's just get into it. Let's check it out. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother. All right, cards to be forbidden: Kaiser Coliseum and Catapult Turtle. Good. Get those out of here. I don't want to see Kaiser Coliseum ever again, and I'm perfectly fine with never seeing a Catapult Turtle FTK ever again either. It's not fun. Preemptive hits here, obviously, for Thempire and for the Gimmick Puppet deck, FTK. That's what the Catapult Turtle was for. Someone informed me in the comments of the OCG list the Catapult Turtle hit is for Gimmick Puppet. So, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Don't want to see these two ever again. Let's move on a little bit. Cards to be limited. Like I don't really know what to say about these at this point. This is a floodgate. This is an FTK engine. It's fine to get rid of both. I don't care. They're good to get rid of. Cards to be limited. Summon limit. I mean, it is funny to limit summon limit. By the way, if you hear any loud noises in the background, people are still working on my house. If we're getting close to done, just bear with me. Summon limit. Cool. I would rather see it banned, but I am always happy to see a floodgate be removed from the format. Alright, semi-limited. Bonfire. Okay, so this is taking a cue from the OCG, semi-limiting Bonfire. I don't know that this does very much, but it also could just be a warning that they're going to limit it next time. Not that you really need warnings like that in Master Duel, so I don't know. Divine Arsenal, Sky Thunder, Zeus, semi-limited, going from 1 to 2. I don't know how I feel about this. I actually kind of like that he was at 1. Not that you ever play more than 1, but sometimes you do. Some very few, but some decks play 2, and I don't like it. I don't like when they play 2. Airlifter to 2. Per Lily to 2? Why? I guess, like, I don't, why are we hitting, I guess a hit the Rescue Ace isn't out of the question, considering Snake Eyes is still around. If Snake Eyes Rescue Ace is a playable deck. But when Snake Eyes is still the most powerful thing in the room, and like I will say, pure Snake Eyes is a lot less powerful than it was because we've hit so much of the Snake Eyes stuff. But Snake Eyes Fire King, Snake Eyes Rescue Ace, Snake Eyes Kashtira. We're still looking at a lot of very powerful Snake Eyes stuff. So there's a lot of things you could hit. Why are we hitting Pearly? I feel like I feel like hitting Pearly is something you should do after you hit Snake Eyes in such a way that it would warrant hitting the rest of the format to make sure that nothing else gets too powerful, right? But that would require a massive hit to Snake Eyes, like banning Flamberge or hitting Promethean Princess, which they didn't do. Seems like a strange choice to me, to be honest. Let's check out... Okay, so Unlimits, we have Kirin, which makes sense. The Magic Spectre stuff is coming. Yatagarasu should have been off a long time ago. Tolmaeus is fine. Birth. I think most people were only playing one Birth anyways. I don't think 2 Birth was really doing anything. It's still annoying to see Kashtira cards be taken off the list, but, like, I gotta get over that. Like, that's just my personal feelings. That's nothing to do with the actual game balance, so that's... Because the Kashtira Birth is just fine. It's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Right? Sometimes your own personal feelings really can get in the way of these kind of things. And now you can craft Magic Spectre Kirin, and it's going to be available in packs, which means we might get a free pack? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah. So the reason why I want to do React is because this is a bit... I did see there's a bit more to this than the usual Master Duel ban list, but not a whole lot more, I will say. It is very reflective of the OCG list, which is interesting. I think, like, a good half of these hits are from the OCG, like, list that just came out. Well, maybe not quite half. I think... Wasn't Summon Limit on that list, too? Like, so 1, 2, 3, 4 hits? Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, no, not half. More like a third. Does that tell us anything, though? Right? Like, it tells us that stuff is coming, and Master Duel wants to preemptively hit a bunch of stuff in order to make the format a little bit more fun, which I'm genuinely, I am all for that. Preemptive hits, I think, are fine. I don't necessarily like preemptive hits to the cards that are being released. I think that's a little lame. But preemptive hits to cards that'll make those cards broken that already exist, I'm perfectly fine with. Like Kaiser Coliseum, Catapult Turtle. I mean, I think Kaiser Coliseum should have been banned a long time ago, honestly. It's a broken card whether or not you have Thempire. And same with Summon Limit. I don't think Summon Limit's a preemptive hit, though. I think it's just a hit because it's so fucking stupid. The fact that you can do your entire setup combo and then flip Summon Limit is insane. Like, why is that allowed? Now it's a lot less allowed, but it still is around. I don't know why you need to limit these kind of things. Like, what is the point of limiting this? Like, do they want to have it so that if you are playing Floodgates, you have to play a dedicated Floodgate deck? That's even worse. I don't want to see dedicated Floodgate decks, dude. I don't want to see that shit. And like, the 2s don't... I mean, yeah, that's the other thing, is like, a hit to Perlily to 2. What does it actually do for to the deck? I don't know. They have enough other things hit where it might do something. I just don't like the way Master Duel does hits. It's so annoying. I was okay with the way they hit Snake Eyes specifically because of the way that Snake Eyes works. Everything is going to be a consistency hit. If anything you hit in Snake Eyes is going to be a consistency hit. But I think that Ash was a good hit, and Wanted was a decent one too. But Bonfire is just pure consistency. It's not any power to it at all. But then again, I also think Bonfire being at 1 is probably just best for the game in general. I feel like a lot of these types of cards, these Rhoda type cards, should probably just be at 1. At least the generic, if there's going to be a generic type Rhoda, right? Where it's like actually more like Rhoda than most things we call Rhodas. Like, Evo Diversity could be at 3 all at once. Like, I don't care if you search multiple evols over the course of the game. Bonfire, though. Bonfire and Rhoda should be at 1, right? That's how I feel. It's just it's such a large search, and Tenki should probably be at 1 too. I mean, right now Tenki's fine at 3. But when they make the next cool Beast Warrior deck, they're going to put it at 1 again, right? That's the thing, is like, every single time they print a Beast Warrior deck, they're going to have to put Tanky at 1. And you might as well just keep it there. Like, what's the point of taking it off and on the list over and over again? But, Zeus is probably not going to matter in most situations. I think it's annoying when decks are able to play 2, but it's just annoying. It's not really a big deal. Of the Rescue Ace hits, Airlifter's a strange one, I will say. Airlifter to 2 is a strange one. Airlifter to 2. Why? Like, Airlifter is good for sure. It's like the spell searcher. Hitting it to 1 did a lot in TCG. Hitting it to 2 just doesn't do very much, I don't think. I don't know. They always like to do this, though. They always like to do this. Per Lily's so strange. Alright. Nothing else here is worth going further into, because everything that's in the unlimits is like, yeah, no, duh, of course that's coming off. Why didn't that come off several ban lists ago? I mean, like, Kieran, it's been a long time since Kieran was powerful. Like, Kieran's like probably the best card in there. Like, I mean, Tolmaeus, did some crazy stuff too, but I think Kieran is still the best one in there. But even then, I think it's fine these days. There's nothing that plays it, honestly. Except for Magic Specters, and they got a bunch of new cards coming, so you gotta give them something to do. Alright. Yeah, I think that's basically everything I can say about this. I've said all you can say about this and then some. So, I think that's it from me here. Tell me what you think about this down in the comments below. Is this one less disappointing, more disappointing than the last one? I think it's more, for sure. I think the last one had some promise in it, and this one doesn't really, but at least it did get rid of 2 Floodgate cards, or you got rid of 1 Floodgate card and almost got rid of another one. So, you know what? At this point, that kind of stuff, I'll take it, because otherwise Master Duel seems entirely unwilling to do anything about. There's a lot of annoying cards in Master Duel that they seem entirely unwilling to do anything about. I like when they are actually willing to do something about it. So even if they didn't fix the format at all, at least they got rid of some of the Floodgates. I'm happy about that. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to start supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!